This video is for Aquarius Sun signs and Moon signs, your energy forecast for the month of March 2018. Welcome and greetings. Thank you for tuning in and watching Medium Tarot TV. My name is Edward, your soul messenger host, psychic medium, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest the life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. Alright, so let's just jump right in because it's a busy month. Well, actually, we're going to suggest that you watch the main video first. It's titled March 2018 All Signs. I Am My Own Invention. So if you're watching on YouTube, the link will be below, or you can go to our website, link timeline, and that video, the theme healing song will be there, and the complete series will be there as well for easy reference. All right, now let's just jump right in. Starting off the month March 1st, we have a Virgo full moon. First of two full moons. So we would have felt it the strongest during the week of February 26th through March 4th. So this is all hindsight looking back, because this is being uploaded late, but okay, we still can't ignore it. So the day energy was the epitome of the element of water. Love, passion, creativity, spirituality. The psychic insight theme for that new moon was energy, energy itself, and the energy that you received is an energy of things being, could have been a wish, could have been. You might want to look back to that week, February 26th through March 4th, if maybe you heard some good news or something was revealed that was originally or in the past concealed, because that's what full moons do. But odds are you received realization of if you needed to make a shift in your direction for your life, for your path, or if you were emotionally connected to the direction that you are or were currently going in with your life and your path. And you were able to see the light, if you will. Definitely. Definitely. So that's a very good start to the month. Okay. If you were not exactly where you wanted your life to be at that point, you knew what direction you needed to go in to make it so. All right, that's good. All right, now moving on to Aquarius moon signs. Starting off the beginning of the month, March 1st, we had the Virgo full moon, first of two full moons for the month. Would have felt it the strongest the week of February 26th through March 4th. This is all hindsight because this is being filmed, uploaded on the late side, but let's look back because it's too important to ignore. So the day energy was the epitome of the element of water. Love, passion, creativity, spirituality. Okay? The psychic insight theme for the new moon, for the full moon, not the new moon, was energy, energy itself, and you received the energy of blockage. Now, it could have been a highly creative and or sexual energy. Okay. But let's take a look at the blockage energy. You were, I would say that week, February 26th through March 4th, you discovered if you were trapped or realized, consciously realized, if you were trapped in a situation, hopefully not, or with a person, not of your liking, hopefully not. But whatever was tripping you up, if you will, and having to do with the direction of your life and your path, and your emotional happiness. Maybe, hopefully not someone, but maybe someone or something used to make you happy and then it wasn't making you happy anymore. Maybe you grew. Maybe you had soul growth, evolution, maturity. You found out that week, okay? It's not a punishment. It's a reveal. It's the big reveal. Think of it this way. If you acknowledged it that week, whether it was lovingly forced upon you or not, February 26th through March 4th, then you know what direction or what changes you need to make to go in a direction for your life path that would derive you emotional satisfaction. Okay. Look at it that way, okay? All right. All right, so now we're going to move on to the Pisces new moon of March 17th. Let me take out that energy. All right. Pisces new moon, March 17th. And we're going to feel it the strongest during the week of March 14th through the 20th. I have found out during all these videos that this is a very pivotal week of the month, March 14th through the 20th. It carries an influence throughout Aries 2018, which we're going to look at next, March 20th through April 18th. Okay, Aquarius sun signs. We have as our universal week energy, which is basically the theme for this month. Let it go, let it be, releasing the influence of, perhaps. We have as our day energy an energy that what we have to be careful of is second guessing ourselves or self-doubt. The positive application of the energy would be clearing up of the air, negotiations, agreements, reconciliations, arrangements. Then we have as the psychic insight theme for this new moon, unconventional energy, going beyond our emotional comfort zone, the rainbow of hope, the rainbow of inspiration. And you receive the energy of options. But in order to see all of your options, it's important that you are emotionally invested. Okay? So, first, number one, hopefully you figured out during the beginning week, February 26th through March 4th, where your happiness lies. So, offshoot of that, come this week, March 14th through the 20th, you should be seeing more options for yourself. Emotionally invested, meaning where does your happiness lie? And hopefully you're not letting your mind talk you out of it. Okay? So hopefully you are allowing things that no longer are energetically serving you to dissipate. Okay? Dissipate. Hopefully that's not people, but so you might not be able to do anything about it this week, March 14th to the 20th, but seeing what your options are still key to your month ahead, which we're going to look into next. Aries 2018, March 20th through April 18th. Which during that month you'll be able to do your sifting or your clearing, which I'm going to get into next. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? Definitely look at what your options are with your heart, not with your mind. Okay? All right, Aquarius moon sign. Moving on to the Pisces new moon of March 17th. We're going to feel it the strongest during the week of March 14th to the 20th, which throughout these videos I'm finding out that this is a pivotal week of the month. Carries the influence for the zodiac month of Aries, which we're going to look into next, March 20th through April 18th. We have as our universal week energy, which is basically the theme for the month, letting go, let it be, the influence perhaps, what is no longer serving us energetically. Hopefully it's not people, but for you it might be people, or the influence of people. It might actually very well be for you. When I get to the energy that you received, you'll figure it out. The day energy is the not so positive application of the energy, which we have to be careful of, is second guessing ourselves, self-doubt. The positive application of the energy is clearing of the air, negotiations, reconciliations, arrangements, agreements. Okay. The psychic insight theme for this new moon is unconventional, going beyond our emotional comfort zone, feeling outside the box. And the energy that you received, and it flipped out. So I mix up the cards, and if one card flips out or presents itself or pops out of the deck, I have to take note. And for you, this is the energy that you received, and it has to do with one or two things: relationships, living space. So let's go to relationships first, because it might be connected to living space. Okay, relationships. Next, we're going to be discussing the month of Aries 2018, and then we're going to be discussing Mercury retrograde, which technically starts on March 22nd, though I'm sure we're going to start to feel it as of the 14th. So, relationships of your past, okay? Odds are this week, 14th through the 20th, though probably more prominently during the month of Aries, which would be March 20th through April 18th, you could very well be going down memory lane, quite frankly. Relationships from your past. People that you used to were either actually involved with or wanted to be involved with could pop up, or in your consciousness, perhaps in dreams. It's not as a punishment, but it is definitely, a clearing, okay? Because if you acknowledge it this week, March 14th through the 20th, when we get to the month of Aries, March 20th through April 18th, you won't be hung up. I'm going to get to that next. So, issues about relationships are most likely going to be coming up. It's important for you to look at the role that you played, not as punishment, but just as acknowledgement, and then you won't repeat it. Right? This is where knowledge is power. Not over others, but within ourselves. Soul growth, soul evolution, name of the game. Do you need to let go of someone, which is not always easy, I get it, of someone from your past? Now, I have to say that this could involve past life relationships if you resonate, I should say, with that possibility, okay? With that energy. Which would lead us into the soulmate, twin flame relationships. All right, but releasing the influence of, okay, doesn't always necessarily mean that we cut them out like, no, we're not going to allow it ever to be again in the future. I mean, if that's necessary. This is a general reading. Generally speaking, I'm talking about the energy of, all right, acknowledging who they were at the time you connected or wanted to connect, seeing the truth, and then allowing yourself to be in the present moment so you can move forward with your life. And whether you be with them or someone else, but leaving the door open for someone else, that's the tricky part. Because otherwise, you're living in the past and you're missing out on the future. All right. I know, that's glazing over it. That's very easy to say, but... Now, you are an Aquarius moon, but that still doesn't mean you don't have feelings. You're able to detach, but of course you still have feelings. People misread that. Okay. But if there was ever a week to detach or to categorize with your past relationships, this is it. Okay. I know you can do it, Aquarius Moon. All right. I'm going to move on. But that energy wanted to be with you, so really wanted to make itself known. So if that's something you've been putting off, don't put off anymore. All right, now we're going to move on to the month of Aries 2018. Let me take out that energy. All right. Aries 2018. Sun enters Aries. March 20th through April 18th. Aquarius Sun signs, we have, again, as our universal week energy, endings, letting go, whatever's no longer energetically serving us, the influence of, perhaps. The day energy, which is key, is stepping back, especially mentally, and allowing things, issues, people to unfold naturally, organically, without interfering. That's the trick. Excuse me. Without interfering, that's the trick. The energy that you received is complete clearing of the air. But it's all how you're going to, it's what the saying is, what separates the men from the boys and the women from the girls is how we react to things, not necessarily what happens to us. This is the energy that you received. So, it's a clearing, or it's being like being alarmed. You should already have seen the writing on the wall, so you shouldn't be alarmed. But if you are alarmed, then that means that you did not see, you did not heed the warning signs, you did not acknowledge signs from the universe, and then you're taken completely off kilter, so to speak. It's okay. It's all right. This is for your higher good. This is not punishment. But you get an energy of clearing, and either you let it go or the universe will take care of it for you. Now, I've been there where, I've let things run its course too long without making a change, and then the universe stepped in and took care of it for me. Okay? And then sometimes it's a bitter pill to swallow. Sometimes we just have to acknowledge, okay, it's for a higher good, and go with it. Okay? That's why it was key for you to take a look at your options during that pivotal week of the Pisces New Moon week of March 14th to the 20th. Because then now you already know you have more options than you thought you had. Thought. Key. Mind. Don't think like a human. Okay? Very limited. So if there was ever a time to be an Aquarius, to be Tomorrowland, as I always make a joke in Disney, this is it. Okay? The sun will come out tomorrow, and you can bet your bottom dollar. All right. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. It's a clearing. All right. All right, Aquarius Moon, for the zodiac month of Aries 2018, March 20th through April 18th. I just thought of something. That's why I had a pause there. All right. So the universal week energy is, once again, the theme, letting go, let it be, the influence of perhaps that is no longer energetically serving us. The day energy, which is key, is, and it really is key for you as well, stepping back, especially mentally, and allowing things to unfold naturally and organically. People as well. and issues without interference. That's the trick. And if we do that, then it's called an energy of escape from difficulty. It's a trick. The energy that you received is time being stretched out. So you're going to be facing an issue that you perhaps swept under the rug, so to speak, when you were supposed to be doing spring cleaning. It's going to come up for you to, not as punishment, but it's going to come up for you to acknowledge, see the light, see the truth of it. Okay? Once you see the truth, it has no power over you. Until then, your life could be dragged out. Of course, don't allow that. Of course. But, all right, it's always easier said than done. Now, during this month, though, you might feel like, at parts, you're like in an in-between state. So, this is a good time to explore the mental realm. And I always feel doing some form of writing. It could be a journal, a vlog, whatever. You don't have to share it with others if you don't want to, because this is more of an inner journey for yourself, and to acknowledge, let your thoughts rise to the surface, so you're in resonance with it, and so your mind's not working against you, quite frankly. All right. Yeah, that's what's coming up. It's not punishment, okay? All right. All right, now moving on to good old Mercury retrograde. All right. All right, Aquarius Sun, Mercury retrograde. The main period is March 22nd through April 15th. I'm sure we're going to feel it prior, like as of March 14th, and I'm sure we're going to feel it a good week after as well. I don't know the exact signs when it went retrograde, so that's why I'm estimating. Okay. Aquarius Sun signs, we have once again as our universal week energy, which is why I said it was the theme, let it go, let it be, the influence of what is no longer energetically serving us. The day energy, which if you've seen the main video, I do feel is a blessing in disguise. It's the energy of problems. So the universe is going to let us know what's not working in our lives. Bing, bang, boom. The energy that you received is, well, it depends how you deal with the energy. All of the mind, by the way. So be mindful, if you will, okay, of your thoughts. So you can either chill out, relax, chillax. You can make a commitment as to you're going to persevere with something or not give up on something. Or you might feel trapped in, let me see something. You might feel trapped in a situation and it might become so unbearable that you have to do something about it. That would be a good thing. Because sometimes we just put up with crap from people or situations thinking that we can't do any better. Well, here the universe will be telling you, no, 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 that's not the case. Snap out of it. Just saying. If something becomes unbearable, it's because it needs to change. And you need to move to a higher vibration. Could be people, could be, could be a lot of things. Obviously, this is general reading, but you should know as an individual, because it's going to be pretty hard to ignore if that is the case, okay? You may or may not be able to do anything about it during this period of time, March 22nd through April 15th, but you certainly can prepare for April 15th. okay? Which is the Aries new moon and when we reboot. And when probably have clear sailing for action, okay? Can't say for 100% sure, but a lot more so than during this time period, okay? All right, I'm going to leave it at that. All right, Aquarius moon signs, Mercury retrograde. This is the main period, March 22nd through April 15th. I'm sure we're going to feel it prior, like as of March 14th, and probably might feel it a week after as well. I don't know the exact degrees, that's why I'm estimating. Once again, as our universal week energy, which is why I said it was a theme for the month, letting go, let it be. The influence of perhaps what is no longer energetically serving us. The day energy, which if you saw the main video, I'd call this a blessing in disguise because it's the energy of problems. So the universe is going to let us know what's no longer working in our lives. And the energy that you received is very nice, and is your key, calm and logical approach. Then you'll be able to see the bird's eye view, the big picture, which is what you need to see, okay? You need to see the big picture. If you need to be reminded of that, so be it. Get out the telescope, get out the binoculars, and look at the long view, okay? Because the concept of a bird's eye view pulls you up from above. Because sometimes we get very fixed. We can't see. It happens. It happens to the best of us. So if your vision, good point, if your vision needs to be updated or revised, this is it, okay? Then you can take a Mercury retrograde period and talk about the theme healing song, I Am My Own Invention. If you need to reinvent yourself, this is the time to do it. You do it behind closed doors, and then when we get to the Aries new moon of April 15th, you're ready to present yourself to the world and the globe once again, okay? It's generally speaking, but I like that train of thought. All right. All right, I'm going to leave it at that because I like that. Good for you. All right, then, moving on to the Libra full moon. Let me take out that energy. All right, Aquarius sun signs, March 31st, Libra full moon. We're going to feel it the strongest during the week of March 28th through April 3rd. This is the blue moon, second full moon of the month. Now, what's interesting about this week, March 28th through April 3rd, is that it's connected to the Pisces new moon week. So, during the week of March 14th to the 20th, things that came up or that were brought to our attention, we could very easily get more information during the full moon week of March 28th through April 3rd, because that's what full moons do. But it's connected because we have a similar energy. The day energy for the Pisces new moon is the psychic insight theme for the Libra full moon. So it connects the 2 weeks together. All right, so let's get to it. Let me take a swig of water. That's a green tea bag. Cheers. All right. Okay, Aquarius Sun, we have as our universal weak energy, thoughts of aggravation and or strife. Oh, joy, rapture. We have as our day energy, which is the key, inner GPS system, inner counsel, inner calm, connecting with the higher self, meditation. Okay? That psychic insight theme, is a familiar energy, I should say. What we have to be careful of is second-guessing ourselves, self-doubt, the positive application of the energy. I just received something. A message for you. The positive application of the energy is reconciliations, arrangements, agreements. And then the energy that you receive has to do with the past. So you're going to be going down memory lane. I want to see something. No. You're going to be going down memory lane this week, March 28th through April 3rd. What I want you to do is make peace within yourself with things and people that bother you, that are still bothering you. Okay? If you meditate, which everyone, I think everybody should be meditating, but I really think everyone should be meditating this week. March 28th through April 3rd. But if you meditate, you will receive a message that, let's see, what would your message be? You'll receive a message that has to do with your life purpose. No biggie. And there's also, you will acknowledge, if you meditate, you will acknowledge that your power and your worth. Okay? Very good. And also, if you meditate, you will be able to acknowledge and recognize a sign from the universe that you will receive this week. So all of that extra stuff that I said, if you meditate, you will receive, as far as I'm concerned, is a gift. Okay? Gift from the universe. Now, I want you to keep in mind that odds are it's going to be hard-pressed for us not to know of someone that doesn't either freak out, have a temper tantrum, a diva fit, whatever, explode energetically this week. So we have to keep our wits about us, and we have to not get involved in anybody's crap storm, because odds are someone around us or someone we know is going to have a crap storm this week, because the energy is like prime for it. Now, I could tell this to Aquarius because you're actually going to understand. There are people who are working on themselves, and there are people who are not working on themselves. Obviously, you're working on yourself to some degree because you're bothering watching our videos. So thank you, of course, for watching our videos. And let me say, on the behalf of the universe, thank you for working on yourself. Because as we work on ourselves, we assist everyone around us, and then it's a domino effect. So it's a win-win-win. Thank you. So, in essence, this is a week for you to step into your power, into your life purpose. Now, everybody has a life purpose. What I meant to say is everyone has a soul purpose. Okay, very well. You can find that out this week. Meditate, okay? But let me get back to that one more point. The point of making peace with things from your past that are bothering you. That would be empowerment. Now, you can do this by, you don't actually have to contact the person, okay? So it makes no difference whether they've moved on to the other side or not. It's making peace within. You could do some type of releasing ceremony where you, like a full moon ceremony, where you burn something. Of course, do it safely. Whatever you end up burning should be able to burn out completely on its own without you putting it out. And of course, do it, fire safety, of course. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. This is a general reading, but it's very good. All right. Aquarius moon signs. For the Libra full moon, falls on March 31st. We're going to feel it the strongest the week of March 28th through April 3rd. This week is connected to the Pisces new moon. The psychic insight theme for this full moon is the same as the day energy that we had for the Pisces new moon. So things that happened or occurred or information we received or were revealed came up during the week of March 14th to the 20th. We could most likely get additional information this week, March 28th through April 3rd. Very typical of full moons, okay? Reveals stuff. All right. I'm going to make sure I said everything I wanted to say. All right. So what I want to say before I forget is this is a tense week, March 28th through April 3rd. So we're all going to be hard pressed not to have someone that we know or around us freak out, have a temper tantrum, diva fit, somehow blow up energetically. Okay? So we have to be careful not to get involved in anyone's crap storms, because odds are we're going to know of someone or hear of someone who has a crap storm this week. Just saying. All right. So the universal week energy is, because the energy is primed for it, unfortunately. The universal week energy is thoughts of aggravation and or strife, or joy rapture. The day energy, which is the key, is our inner GPS system, inner calm, inner counsel, connecting with our higher selves, meditating. The psychic insight theme, which is a familiar energy, is what we have to be careful of is second-guessing ourselves, self-doubt. The positive application of the energy is a clearing of the air, conciliations, reconciliations, negotiations, arrangements, agreements. Okay, great. The energy that you received is fate. Okay? So, you want to step into your fate? You want to step into your destiny? Yeah. Indirectly? Yeah. You meditate. That's what you do. And then you'll be in alignment with your destiny, your fate. In alignment with, yes. Keep getting the word alignment, yes. Alignment meaning to resonate with it, so that we almost like, in essence, we do vibrate to that vibration. We make it ours. You want to claim your destiny? Meditate. No biggie, right? What I'm hoping this week is that you let go of things that are petty differences. Just let it go, because it's not worth getting in the way of your fate, your destiny. Now, I do believe we create our own, okay? Though, this is not going to be a stretch, though, for you, because you're Aquarius moon. I do believe we create our own fate, our own destiny. But I also do believe that we have things that we want to accomplish each lifetime. Our soul wants us to accomplish each lifetime. And sometimes it carries over from past lives. So you could very well be reestablishing that this week, or reconnecting with that energy this week. Good for you, and thank you for that. because we all benefit. So this is a quite dynamic week for Aquarius. So there's definitely hope. Hope for the galaxy, after all. Thank you. All right. Now, let's get to the overall message, which is quite fascinating, I have to say. All right. So this is coming from the Vice Versa Tarot. Beautiful tarot deck. Okay. And you received the Wheel of Fortune. So that's the front. And this is the back. So, if you're familiar with the tarot, you know who that character is. All right. So, if you're a subscriber on our e-newsletter list, lost my papa, and you still can, if you're watching on YouTube, you can go to the link below, go to our website, link contact, and you can subscribe there. You can also subscribe to link readings, and if you subscribe, or if you are subscribed, then you are welcome to, under the in a comment section for YouTube, on YouTube, to tell us what you think that this card represents for you for this month, March 2018, and I will respond with a mini channel message from Spirit. Okay? One of the many perks for being on our e-newsletter list. I'm able to stay up to date, give you updates, tell you what's going on with me, my services, what Spirit wants to relay to us collectively, and also an automatic discount because there's a sale going on for March. All right, so let me say thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching. I actually want to say something about this. Actually, it's not about this. It's about what I titled your video. Transition. All right. I see you guys and gals going through a transition this month. I see that as a good thing. Transition is movement. Aquarius, if there's anyone that likes movement, among other signs, you're one of them. So there is going to be movement. Now, you know the saying, still waters run deep? There might not be much happening on the surface, but there's a lot going on within. So you're going to make the inner changes this month, and then probably when we get to the Aries new moon of April 15th and beyond, you'll be able to make the outer changes. Though some of you will probably see some outer changes, or the sign of the times of things evolving. But definitely transition is also a word that things are moving on to the next level. And I really feel that's happening for you this month. So good for you. You're definitely faring much better than other signs. All right, so now in closing, thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, especially on YouTube. Do whatever you feel is best. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please do. E-newsletter, please do. If you'd like to have a psychic reading session with myself and my guides, whatever feels best. We hope you have a great month, and we hope to see you real soon. So until next time we connect, you be well and take care. Thank you.